welcome back to me, welcome back to Thailand. True Blue Thai here in Thailand. Hope you're doing well. It's 1 at it here in Thailand. Sunday. Sorry, I've got some got a corrugated roof and I hear some little feet on top of the roof and it just kind of bothered me a little bit. Yeah, welcome back to Thailand, welcome back to me, True Blue Thai here in Thailand. Hope you're doing well. Would you keep the noise down up there? Anyway, so yeah, again, so hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's Sunday, bloody Sunday, yes. And another nice warm day, a bit cloudier today, for instance, what has been, so it's not as warm as, you know, even though I'm sure people are going to moan at me when I go out to the Thailand and the market and to the shops later on, etc. Which everybody says it's warm in Thailand. I've got so help me Buddha. Yeah, so honestly, I can't stand it. I love the heat. I love hot weather. And right, okay, so yeah, and I've been busy this morning. I've done up the leaves. I've been up since 6 o'clock. I've been doing the whatever. And you know that T-shirt I normally wear, the blue T-shirt with the Man City with the 2 badges on. They've got a new one out, etc. And it's dark colour. It's like a very dark blue, and the badge is black in a gold. It looks beautiful, absolutely priced, and it's £5. £5, honestly, that's with delivery, and it's really good quality, you know. Seriously, honestly, for £5, it's a running shirt for for running, but it's the same one, but it's a dark colour, but it's beautiful, it really is. Anyway, so that's ordered. Right, guys, hope you're doing well. So, for instance, a few things to talk about today. A bit of, I was listening to ESPN yesterday, God knows why I do these things to myself, Peter. And they were moaning about Manchester City and what we spent, and about the fact that Liverpool and Arsenal are the juggernauts, and they're going to do this and they're going to do this season. Are they? Honestly? You know, for instance, it's alright saying that, it's alright going and spending £100 million on a player. Does it mean that this guy's got to do? You know, I mean, I've just seen Bayern in a friendly, Bayern Munich, etc., winning 2-1, and guess who scores? Luis Diaz on his debut. So they are. So, for instance, and Liverpool got rid of Diaz. They're getting rid of a few players. Lost Jota, unfortunately. But the guys have come here just to replace what they've lost, as it were. And yes, they're good players, but it doesn't mean to say that, for instance, and they're still not addressing what they need to address. It's like they're addressing up front, etc., but they still need a midfielder and things like that. But they're not addressing it. Like United, they're not addressing it as well. I've got something to say about United in a minute. It appears that. So are they? You know, Arsenal are addressing what they need to address. If they get Eze in, they're after going to be, good on paper, decent. Eze is a good player. And I'd have liked him at City. Was a goal at some point. Where would he fit in? Blah blah blah. That's the problem. But so, for instance, and with depends on the Gokarit and how he fares. It doesn't mean to say that, for instance, he's going to shine and score 30 goals. But for instance, hopefully, for them, as it were. But is it done and dusted? No. But I saw Johnny doing on his typical City, and he said reasons to be cheerful. And Man City fans have got reasons to be cheerful. We seem to have very short memories, Arsenal of the players we bought. And going into the Club World Cup, I felt every City fans were buzzing. And you had Alice Talk Football, you had Saeed TV, you had a 12th Man podcast, etc. Arsenal, you had Man City are cooking, Man City back, Man City this, Man City that. And now it's just Arsenal, because Man City stopped spending because they bought what they need to do, and then they've gone off to the Club World Cup, then they went on a holiday, and now they've come back, etc. They're addressing what they need to address. And what we need to address is the goalkeeper situation, done, apart from who's going to leave, and then for instance, the right back situation. But again, for instance, we have players who can play in that, even though you've got Lewis, for instance, Nunes and Kanji, players who can play right back. But are they a natural right back? No. And this is it. So. Sorry. Ball and chain. So with the squad, the only thing we got a problem is I was going to talk about transitions. How we are going to play We're, for instance, by looks of it, according to JCGs and Typical Cities and a few other people, they all came out with the same, and one of the unks has got to go between Kovacic and Gundogan. A lot of people are saying Gundogan, and because they came up with it, but they both had a different streams, etc., and both came out with the same feeling, etc. That one of them, Gundogan's got to go. So it's really weird, JCG and Typical Cities are two different podcasts that came up with the same guy. Anyway, but same situation, because we're overloaded in midfield. But overall, I'm happy with the club, the start. Anyway, and we've got to be we've got to be, positive. Anyway, okay, right, but so I don't understand what ESPN and everybody is talking about. Nonsense, and honestly, just again, Man City bought Ryan Ignory, for instance, a great player. Did we spend £100 million on him? No. Do you need to spend £100 million on players? No. So what's all that? In Man City, but we have bought great players. They were saying, Man City normally buy the best of the best. Well, yeah, he is the best of the best. Ryan Ignory is a great player. I think he's one of the best, the player of the season, as far as I'm concerned. He clearly showed, for instance, his ability, and it was AC Milan's top midfielder. Honestly, have some faith, men. Hey, you've got that thing between your legs, balls. For God's sake. Right, let's move on. Okay, so the Brazilian, congratulations to Brazil. They won on penalties against Colombia, a 4-4 draw. The women's, the Estadio Femenina has become the Copa America FEM champions on a 4-5 penalty win against Colombia, and Kerolin completed 107 minutes, didn't score. Okay, but there was it was a 4-4 over a 4-4, and it went down to penalties, and Brazil beat Colombia 4-5 on penalties. So well done, Carolina. Okay, now to pat your back, sweetheart. Get back to the Joel Stadium, etc. As I see the ladies are in full swing, etc. For instance, preparing for Chelsea first game of the season. City played a friendly yesterday behind closed doors against Preston. Didn't know anything about it. But it was behind closed door. 1-0 win. Quite a few of the players played yesterday. For instance, I got the list of what they played, and we beat Preston North End in a friendly played behind closed doors at the City Football Academy on Saturday. Rico Lewis scored the only goal of the game. That marked the end of the first week of pre-season following the summer's FIFA World Cup. Club World Cup. Pep Guardiola's side was now prepared for the next week against the week's Anglo Palmero Trophy clash with CFG sister club Palmero in Sicily. The game kicks off at 8 o'clock UK time. Oh, great, 2 a.m. in the morning for me. Brilliant. So, and we had a half decent side out as well. So, for instance, let me just get the side, because there was, no one say side out. I don't know the full side, but I know Erling Haaland played, and a few other players played as well. Let's see if we can get the full skinny, as it were. But it was. So there we go. Here we go. 1-0 against pre-season against Preston, and right. Okay. So who played? Okay. So let's just go with the players. Where is it? I had it all before. Oh, unbelievable. Okay, so among the players featured yesterday were Ruben Dias, Manuel Akanji, John Stones, Nico O'Reilly, Ryan Ignori, Nico, I presume that's Nico Gonzalez, Ilkay Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, Ryan Cherkis, Savino, Jeremy Dockett, and Erling Haaland. But Rico Lewis scored the only goal in the game. But so good. Again, it's just one of these pre-seasons. Now, it was also, I got told that we were going to play against Chorley on the 5th of August. And I thought, okay, fine. And then I kind of mocked LB, because a few others saying they didn't know anything about Man City's another pre-season. Only to find out that, for instance, on the 5th of August, we've got the open day. Okay. Now the game for Chorley is supposed to start at 7:45, but we got an opening day. All right. So they're having 2 games. You know, so are we having a game? Because there's an open game for the fans at the CFE and and with the WSL as well. So you got the guys and the girls at the CFA. So, but yeah, it's a strange one. So, are we playing Chorley? Is it a kind of like a pre-season friendly, for instance, after towards the end of the day or something like 7:45? I don't know. You know, I presume maybe, possibly. But everything's gone quiet. Certainly nothing in the fixture list etc. at City, so that's a bit strange. I thought that was a bit weird. But yeah, right. Okay, so let's go on. Oh, let me tell you about United. You want to laugh at United? It appears that, for instance, the Guardian are running the story on United today, but it appears that, for instance, they are, United are on their circus tent having a few problems, and so for instance, so it appears that for instance, they've having a contingent with a freight line company, for instance, who are they're supposed to be relocating to St Helens, and United was supposed to pay them 40 million for the relocation, or for and they're quite happy to go to this to St Helens, but it's understood that the Freightliner is understood to have expressed a willingness to relocate from Trafford Park to St Helens. The company is now seeking £400 million for the land, and United are valuing it seems to be at 40 million to 50 million. So there's a bit of a price discrimination, do you not think? So they're going to give them 40 and 50 million. They want 400 million. Radcliffe made it clear that United are unwilling to accept an asking price set by the Freightliner parent company Brookfield, and initially discussions are believed to have reached an impasse. A source at the Freightliner have United over a barrel. The company is willing to relocate to a proposed new site, and that would offer increased capacity for the trains. But it's in no rush to move. The club view is that the Freightliner will only receive what would be the significant windfall if they're willing to drop the asking price. So when unwillingly designed of the Old Trafford master plan produced by Foster and Partners, yada yada yada, and it appears that, for instance, the whole thing was supposed to take 5 years and it was supposed to be completed by 2030. But there's is a conservative estimate of the 3 billion, but they're expected between 3 and 4 and 5 billion pounds it's going to cost. So for the entire thing, but now they've got this. So United offered this Freightliner company 40 to 50 million pounds for their relocation. They want 400 million. I know the Rags actually were in America. Oh, they're in America at the moment. I know that, for instance, they were actually trying to find investors in America for to fund their circus tent. That is a fact. So they were in America trying to find investors. So yeah, but it's just a club that just keeps giving and giving and giving and giving. It's so hilariously funny. But United. So anyway, so we got nothing else really going on, as it were. As far as I'm not going to mention Pep's personal life because that's his personal life. There was a bit with Claudio Echeverri whether he's going to stay or go, or where he's going to go, and so we don't really know where he's going to go. So, for instance, I presume it was supposed to be Girona, but it appears that Roma want him plus extra, and also who's going to go to Lyon because we've got a player going to Lyon. So, regardless, I'm still going to keep the fact that his favourites to go to Girona with Naipan and Reece Rice. But we'll that might unfold. There's also rumours that he might stay. So also Reece. So there you go. But again, it's all about bringing him in on. We talk about homegrown players to non-homegrown players. So, but still a bit of work to do. But again, for instance, overall, we've got to be looking forward because there's many reasons to look forward to. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. For instance, again, there's not really much to talk about, but you can feel when we're 15th of August, we're on the 2nd, so 13 days before the start of the season, and so we've got and then we go out to the 8th of August. We're in Italy, so it's coming around thick and fast. So the Premier League, so I think Man City are in a good position right now, regardless of what the media are talking about. I don't know why they're moaning so much exactly, saying Man City is going to be third place. And seriously. Liverpool are getting these players, but are they addressing every position on the field? And the answer to me is a big fat no. Arsenal, do they have the mentality to win the Premier League? No, I don't think they do. Manchester City, do the transitions? That's our biggest issue for me. Allowing the players to run on. I don't think we'll be very good. I think we'll be better at the low blocks this season. But and again, I think we'll play in a different way as well this season. I think we'll be more aggressive. Like we showed in the Club World Cup. I think it'll be a different Man City. We won't be as side to side as it was last season. So I've got every faith we're going to have a good season. Got a great new t-shirt. Fantastic. I love the stripes. Best t-shirt I've seen of the Premier League's teams. And I've got every confidence we can do it and get our tackle back. It's on loan at the moment in Anfield, and we want it back. So, for instance, we've got every good reasons with the players that we've got, who are going to strengthen and be better, with what we've got, and and the players look determined. I've never seen Erling Haaland so determined to come in his all his time at Man City. He looks really, really fired up. And that's where I want to. And I've seen the other players in the same way as well. So I think everybody wants to have a better season. And sometimes it's good to get knocked down a bit, because it just makes you realise how, as Phil Foden says, once you look, appreciate it when you win. And he said, I'll never ever. Phil Foden last season, he said, I'll never ever take winning a cup for granted ever again. Guys, going to leave you true blue tie. Have a good day. Have a nice Sunday when I did, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.